So this is a video in response to the announcement that singer Christina Grimmie has been shot and killed by one of her fans. And this is not going to be a video where I have a lot of prepared statements, because I'm simply responding to what has to be on the upper tier of the most horrible things that can actually happen. That a supposed fan of yours can approach you at a meet and greet and can shoot and kill you. I had very little knowledge of Christina Grimmie before this. She has been in our studio. She's been on TYT's Pop Trigger. All the people who worked with her on that program said that she was an absolutely lovely person, warm and kind, as you would expect. And as you're reading in the testimonials that are being posted from all the people that worked with her, who knew her from The Voice, where she originally made her name, she was 22. After I heard about it this morning when I woke up, I watched a bunch of her videos of her singing on YouTube. And it's amazing that, I mean, I don't want to make this even 1% about me, but she's a YouTuber. Like, she's like one of us. She's only 22. She just wants to make a name for herself. She makes it onto a show where her singing is recognized, and she attracts this huge amount of fans. And then this happens. And this specific thing is not rare enough in America. And it's just another shooting that happened over the weekend. And there will be other shootings this weekend. And by the time this video is posted, there will have been shootings since I recorded it. And this guy, I'm not showing his picture, I'm not saying his name, got 2 guns and decided to go to a meet and greet and to shoot her. And that is something that in America, we are not going to stop from happening. Apparently, we've just decided at large that we're just not going to do anything about it. And so we can be extremely saddened and struck by a tragedy like this and then do nothing about it. Now, I'm exaggerating a bit with sarcasm because, of course, I want to do something about it. And if I had a button that I could press that would change a number of these laws to make something like this impossible, I would do that. But there are so many people who are going to post how sad they are on social media, and then they, as people with power and influence, are going to do absolutely nothing when the opportunity is there to make sure that this doesn't happen. And so that's difficult to deal with, to accept. And then larger, it's terrible to know that this sort of thing could happen to any, like, in 2016, we want to be open. Anybody who has any fans whatsoever, who relies on their fans, that's the only reason that they have any influence, any reach whatsoever, because people watch them or read their posts or read their books or goes to their site, listens to their podcast. I mean, this isn't, that you're being boosted by Hollywood anymore and you're given like a 15 movie deal. Like, you interact with your fans, and that is all that there is. It's the thing that you put out and the thing that they give back to you. And for there to be any amount of fear that doing something like that could end tragically like this is another layer of fuck that guy. Fuck that fucking guy. She just wanted to meet and greet with her fans. She just wanted to talk to her fans. And we have to feel unsafe in doing that. And everybody should. Other singers. There are other singers that were inspired by her that are posting videos on YouTube or singing or posting their songs. And now they are going to be affected by this. And they're going to worry that if they try to follow in her footsteps and to live based on the example that she set, that this could happen to them. And when you go on Twitter, you see and you're presented with the undeniable evidence that there are, at the very least, endless people who want you to think that they're as fucked up and awful as that guy. They might not actually in practice, they might not actually do it, but they want you to believe, they want you to be filled with that fear. And then there are, of course, other people who would actually do something like that. And so, it's just a big fucking mess. And this fucking world could be so amazing and so unbelievable. I mean, think about the 2 actors in this. You have a girl who's just trying to sing and to entertain, who has a talent, who's trying to share it with people, and then a person who, because they have access to a gun, can take that away. And humanity has those two things. And we are progressing because we prefer the good person, but there's always that fucking asshole in a million different forms to hold us back, personally and as a species, as a civilization. I can't even imagine what it's like in our family right now. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts. Let me know what you think.